හොඳයි යාළුවනේ සාදරයෙන් පිළිගන්නවා මගේ YouTube channel එක DJ Gamer YouTube channel එකට. Need speed hot pursuit game එකේ තවත් වීඩියෝ එකක් කරන්න තාම මම එකතු වෙලා ඉන්නවලත් එක්ක පොලිසිය පැත්තෙන් speed enforcement unit එකේ තියෙන කාර්ය මොනවද කියලා. Ford GT.
The 4038 Ford GTs produced between 2005 and 2006 take inspiration from the legendary Ford GT40 that took first, second, and third at the 1966 24 Hours of Le Mans. With no carbon fiber or computerized driving aids, the Ford GT may feel a bit outdated compared to other modern supercars. But like the car it was based on, once you head out onto the track, the numbers do the talking. An all-aluminum 5.4-liter V8 is mid-mounted and sits low in the car's frame. Supercharged to produce 550 bhp at 6,500 RPM, the car can accelerate to 60 miles per hour in 3.7 seconds. Capable of reaching speeds of over 200 miles per hour, the car remains responsive and will slide without ever feeling like it will bite. Although at first glance it may seem to be identical to the Ford GT40, the Ford GT is in fact longer, wider, taller, and structurally very different. The 2006 model year saw two limited edition paint schemes added to the Ford GT's palette: tungsten gray with silver stripes, and the distinctive heritage blue and orange heritage livery option.
Bentley Continental Super Sport.
The original Super Sports was a limited-run 3-liter, created in the 1930s to break performance records. The Continental Super Sports, armed with pure energy and adrenaline, is a continuation of Bentley's attitude towards performance and pursuit of new extremes. To create the fastest, most powerful Bentley ever would require a very special type of engine. The result is a 6-liter flex-fuel twin turbocharged W12, producing a staggering 800 Newton-meters of torque. Not only is this engine immensely powerful, it is also possible to run it on E85 biofuel. A smoked steel finish features prominently on the detailing of the Super Sport's minimalist body. Its bonnet vents, matrix grille, and headlight surrounds all benefit from a technique called physical vapor deposition, which is usually associated with the high-quality finish found on luxury watches.
Lamborghini Murcielago LP 640.
Be assured it is a fighter. Successor to the famed Diablo, the Murcielago was first introduced in 2001. In a continuation of Lamborghini's tradition of giving its cars names from the world of bullfighting, the Murcielago was the name of a fighting bull that survived 28 sword strokes in 1879. The LP640 in its name refers to the position and power of its engine longitudinale posteriore, rear longitudinal, and 640 horsepower at 8,000 RPM. Capable of a top speed of 211 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 time of 3.4 seconds, the car defies what is usually expected from cars of this size. The front and rear fascias were restyled along with the side vents, which opened to cool the V12 engine when required. A new exhaust system has been shaped into the rear diffuser, and the air intake on the left is enlarged to accommodate the oil cooler.
Viper SR Titan ACR.
A 2010 Dodge Viper SRT10 American Club Racer regained the street-legal production car lap record at Laguna Seca from a one-off exotic prototype with a time of 1 minute 33.915. A fitting finale for the current generation Dodge Viper, which entered production on July 1st, 2010. Specifically modified and tuned for track performance, the road-legal Dodge Viper SRT10 ACR features racing dampers and shocks and many aerodynamic and lightweight components. The large rear wing is able to generate an amazing 1,000 pounds of downforce at 150 miles per hour. A fanged front splitter, rear wing sculpted by computational fluid dynamics, and painted Sidewinder wheels add to the already bold looks of the Dodge Viper SRT10.
Quad CR1.
Codenamed Blue Devil, the ZR1 is the most powerful and most expensive Corvette model ever. The ZR1 is the first production Corvette to achieve a top speed of over 200 miles per hour, and one that can match the performance of other exotics costing at least twice as much. While the ZR1 shares the Z06's aluminum chassis, its suspension tuning has been optimized for the car's incredibly wide front and rear tires. To achieve its performance goals, a supercharger was added to the 6.2-liter V8 that pushes its peak power up to a jaw-dropping 628 bhp at 6,500 RPM. With a raised carbon fiber hood that incorporates a clear polycarbonate window showing the engine's intercooler, the Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 is instantly recognizable.
Porsche Carrera.
Originating from the pits of Le Mans after a 16th overall victory, the engineers went on to develop a concept to show what was technologically feasible. 1,270 handcrafted units were built because exclusivity occasionally needs a limit. Underpinning the Carrera GT is a self-supporting carbon fiber body, which can handle 603 bhp and a speed of 201 miles per hour while remaining incredibly light. The Carrera GT is lighter than the current lightest Porsche available. The world's best-selling high-performance car of 2006 is instantly recognizable as a Porsche. The typical Porsche front includes 3 air intakes, which identify the commitment to managing airflow in the overall design. The engine cover is a beautifully crafted twin power dome of cross-drilled stainless steel.
SLR McLaren 722 edition.
F1-inspired design and performance. In 2004, Mercedes-Benz and McLaren set out to continue the story of the legendary SLR sports car from the 1950s. 722 is the starting number and start time of the Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR, driven by Stirling Moss when he recorded the fastest ever time for the Mille Miglia. The SLR was the world's first full ground effect front engine car and still is. With a completed flat underside leading into the diffuser, the only place for the exhaust to go are out the side. Featuring weight-optimized components, an uprated engine, and a specifically tuned chassis and air brake, the overall SLR dynamics have been improved. Painted carbon fiber blends seamlessly with the exclusive crystal antimony gray paint finish and the darkened design of the front and rear light clusters. The body has also been lowered by 10 millimeters, and the light alloy wheels sport an all-new design.
Lamborghini Reventa.
Just 20 examples of the Reventon went on sale, with the 21st being built for display at Lamborghini's museum. Costing $1,350,000 and looking more like a stealth fighter, this is the ultimate weapon in destroying motoring preconceptions. To ensure the Reventon was at least as fast as the LP640, its engine has been tuned to develop even more power. All-wheel drive and low-profile 245 front and 335 rear Pirellis help keep this wannabe aircraft agile on the ground. Looking at the car, you can still see traces of the Murcielago underneath all the aggressive, angular panels. The front is now dominated by 2 large air intakes that help cool the brakes. The angular nose is mimicked in the now obligatory transparent engine cover and the rear spoiler.
McLaren MP4
The MP412C is the latest creation from a company with 20 years of car design experience and Formula One success. A bespoke V8 engine was designed from scratch to be more power efficient than any hybrid and able to produce 80% of its torque below 2,000 RPM. Built from lightweight materials and positioned low for optimum handling dynamics, it complements the all-carbon monocell. The V8 is twin turbocharged and will redline at 8,500 RPM. Forget what you think you know about sports cars. Relying on their top secret simulator to develop engine, aerodynamics, braking, and steering, the engineers were fully able to concentrate on optimizing the 12C's driving experience.
Aston Martin 1.
For a strictly limited number of discerning customers, 177 fuses advanced technology with stunning Aston Martin design to create what is possibly the world's most desirable automotive art form. Aston Martin's 177 exists at the intersection between a limited edition artwork and pure technological innovation. The 77 people who will become owners are making a major commitment. Their reward? A car that is the culmination of all the elements that define Aston Martin's modern era. V12 power, lightweight construction, modern material, craft skills, design excellence, and naturally, raw beauty. For Aston Martin, 177 is a unique opportunity to create a car as functional art, an object of beauty and contemplation that can also be interacted with, enjoyed by a select few on a strictly personal basis.
Pagani Honda Cinque.
The Pagani dealer for Hong Kong had a very unique proposal. To be able to sell road-legal Zonda Rs. At a cost nearing $2 million each, only 5 cars were built, which is why the car is named Cinque. With an obvious focus on performance, the ride of the Zonda Cinque is very low. It is only through the use of exotic materials such as titanium and an aluminum-magnesium alloy that allows the chassis, suspension, and wheels to perform like a race car on the uneven surfaces of everyday roads.
Lamborghini Murcielago LP617 was super veloce.
The fastest Lamborghini ever. With the Super Veloce name and a price tag of $450,000, a lot is expected from the Murcielago LP670 4SV. Lamborghini don't disappoint. Everything about this car is pure perfection. Optimized valve timing and a reworked intake system has pushed the power output of the 6.5-liter V12 engine to 670 horsepower. Reworked aerodynamics all around mean the most extreme Murcielago is capable of hitting speeds of up to 212 miles per hour. From the monstrous rear wing that looks over the engine cover's transparent hexagonal polycarbonate plates to the enlarged front splitter and rear diffuser which guide the airflow around and under the car with purpose, there is an unmistakable purity of intent that the Super Veloce fulfills.
Speed enforcement unit එකේ කාර් ගන්න ටික ගැන අපි බලලා ඉවරයි. එන යාළුවනේ මාත් එක්ක එකතු වෙලා ඉරපු ඔයාලා හැමෝටම බොහොම ස්තුතියි කියලා කියනවා. මගේ channel එක තාමත් subscribe කරලා නැත්නම් subscribe කරන්න. අලුත් වීඩියෝ එකකින් නැවතත් හමු වෙමු. ඔයාලා හැමෝටම සුබ දවසක්.